what happens if you have already filed any kind of KRA return, but then discover that you have entered the wrong income, maybe missed an expense, entered the wrong details from your P9 if you're employed, or made any other mistake? Can you correct it? Yes. And today, I'll show you exactly how to file an amended return on iTax. So what is an amended return? An amended return is a return that you file to correct or update information in a return that you have already submitted to KRA. So once you have filed your original return, you cannot file another original return for the same period. If you need to make a correction or an update of the information you have submitted, you do this by filing an amended return. So some of the examples of the tax returns that you can amend are maybe monthly returns, for example, PAYE, VAT, monthly rental income, turnover tax, and any other applicable monthly returns. You can also amend the annual income tax returns, like the employment income returns, business income returns, and any other applicable annual returns. So once you're logged into the iTax, you'll go to Returns, and then select File Amended Return. Under the tax obligation, you'll see different tax obligations that are registered under your KRA PIN. So for example, in this case, you can see VAT, monthly rental income, then you have income tax, resident individual, and income tax, non-resident individual. If, for example, you have a company, you'll see different settings like income tax company, and then maybe you have PAYE and so forth. You can also have turnover tax depending on what is registered under your KRA PIN. So in my case, I want to amend an employment income tax return that was filed incorrectly. So I will select income tax resident individual. Then click next. Then you need to select the period that you want to amend in this section. So you can also amend returns from previous years. It doesn't have to be the current year. So in my case, I'm amending year 2024. So I'll select January to December 2024. And then click on download to download the Excel template, just as you would have done when filing the return normally or the original return. There's not much difference. So fill in the Excel template, and when filling in the Excel template, I'll not show that process because I'm assuming you know how to do it, but on the section of the type of return, make sure you select amendment or amended. You know there is always amended or the original. So make sure you select amended. That is the only difference. And then save it, and then upload the completed file back into iTax on this part. And then go ahead and upload your supporting document for the downward amendment. The downward amendment simply means you are reducing the tax payable to KRA. So you have to show them the proof why you are reducing your tax. If the amendment is to increase the tax payable, you don't need the supporting document. So for this amendment that I'm doing, I'm correcting employment income that was incorrectly filled. So I will have to attach an employer's P9 that is documenting the correct figures that should have been filed before. That will be my supporting document. If, for example, you are filing, you are amending all a monthly rental income return, for example, you could attach a relevant document such as a tenancy agreement. Assuming I have a case the return was filed wrongly, but they included the wrong figure, let's say 450,000 instead of 45,000, and they went ahead and filed that return, meaning they are required to pay MRI of a higher figure than normal. So for such a case, you can amend, but you have to go ahead and attach a tenancy agreement to show and to confirm the tenant is paying 45,000, not 450,000. That is a case of a downward amendment. So depending on the reason for your amendment, choose the relevant supporting document for that. So once that is done, you can click on Submit. Then KRA will then review your amendment, and they may approve the amendment if they accept it. They request additional information if they need it, or they can reject the amendment if they do not agree with the changes. So, and that is a simple process of submitting an amended return. So if your 2025 return was not filed correctly and it resulted in more tax payable than was necessary, then you are not too late to file an amended return, and then you correct the information submitted. So if you found this video helpful, remember to like the video, share it, and subscribe to my channel for more practical KRA tax and accounting updates. And if you have a question about amended returns or any other KRA tax issue, leave it in the comments below and I'll get back to you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.